ACDC, absolutely wonderful machine. That's the first new in-box machine I ever bought back in 2013. So Andy's forte in pinball play is without doubt multi-ball techniques. Nice backhand of the ramp, that's a good safe way of making that shot. Oh, and that's a vicious outlane outlane drain. Okay, so let me come back into chat mode. So this is Laslo. Laslo, one of the German guys. Sorry, he's not German, otherwise he wouldn't have a flag like that. Looks a bit more like Italian to me. Okay, so plays the safe shot of the bell. This ACDC is a newly manufactured, what they call them, Vault Edition, I'm not sure, but it's a Pro, but it's a new version of a Pro, and it is very, very fast. We've used it for tie breaks a number of times now. Oh, unfortunately drains. So, a whole lot of Rosie, getting him into at least first place in front of Andrew. So, what song is Dirk Elzholtz going to choose? Dirk is the managing director of Pinball Universe, so he knows Stern machines, I would say, probably better than most other people. Stan's coming back in to join me, to sit on this very small chair.
Help me. Yes.
So we're playing a tie break on ACDC. Can you just push the door to? Thank you. It's amazing what difference it makes, just that barrier. So this is Dirk Elzholtz, if you don't know Dirk.
I know Dirk with the cleft chin.
Yep, Dirk is the non-smiling managing director of Pinball Universe.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Dirk actually has a great sense of humour. It's
very dry.
It's very, very dry. Yeah.
Droll.
Droll. So you can see him sporting a Pinball Universe T-shirt, which matches the PU logo in the top left of our stream.
So a bit of payola, Jim.
Yep.
Okay. So you got to be nice to him.
You've got to be nice to him, yeah. He's one of my sponsors, so he's a decision maker. Yeah.
Okay.
So Dirk is probably the best looking pinball player in the building at the moment. Well, maybe not. Okay, we don't need to go that far. Yeah. This, by the way, is a cup of well, it's not actually English tea, but it's a cup of German black tea, as in Schwarz tea. Stan was really suffering from tea withdrawal, and was going to go back to his apartment to make a cup of tea. So we convinced him that German black tea is actually not that dissimilar. Andy seems to be struggling here. He'll backhand the rock and roll ramp here, because he always does. Oh, playfield's off. It'll come back, don't worry.
No, but this is the Pro, Jim, so, you know.
On this machine, the backhanding the rock and roll train ramp is fine, but it's almost impossible to backhand the right ramp.
Have you got an ACDC?
I've sold it. I used to have one. Yeah. I sold it to buy a Iron Maiden. Sorry. It was actually not being played very much, to be fair. That's why we sold it. It is a great machine.
It is. It's one of the best Stearns, in my own personal opinion. It's one of the only 2 games I've ever bought new in box.
See what I mean? That was an attempt at Untitled. It's also.
Laslo. I was playing with him earlier.
Yeah, Laslo was the big lad.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
He's a great guy. Yeah. So he finishes up on 7.9 million after ball 2. Dirk Elzholtz will wait the customary 60 seconds before at least 60
Is there a time
seconds.
limit on waiting?
There actually isn't. There's no time limit according to IFPA rules. It's sort of down to the tournament director and the players to be reasonable. Yeah, but I think 1 minute is taken as being the sort of accepted norm. I have a 1 minute timer on here. If you press that one.
Story of my love life.
Sorry, that one. Yeah. No, 1 second's too long. 1 minute's too long.
And smoking a cigarette.
Plenty of time.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we'll cancel that 1 minute timer. Here's Dirk back with ball 2.
You could definitely rest a pinball on his chin.
So what do we call him? Dirk pinball chin.
Oh, yeah, cleft.
Cleft chin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the technical term is a semi-fizzy mentai.
There's only you would possibly know that, Stan.
Well, I am an ex-dental technician, so I should know these things.
You are a dental technician.
Yes.
I've forgotten that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of the landmarks of the jaw on mouth that you have to know.
I've just turned your microphone up, by the way, so hopefully people can everybody hear
I'm a little
me
bit quiet, it's all
and
the
Stan?
smoking I do, I'm afraid.
Stan is pretty quiet in his voice, so I might need to amplify him a bit. Do we want an amplified Stan?
Not according to my good lady wife, no.
Choo choo! Did you hear the rock and roll train there? So
Would you start rock and roll training?
you have to hit the left ramp, and then within
So
10 seconds you have to hit either the right ramp or the right orbit.
Do you know what code this game's on in?
The latest. Yeah. So he's got toe multi-ball lit, which is strange when you're playing rock and roll train.
It is.
But,
You're supposed to ramp out. I have problems with a new code where it's not finished properly, I don't think.
so he's now got album lit as well. Oh, and he drains, but he's got those multi-balls left for ball 3. So Andy actually hasn't made much progress here on anything. So he'll be hoping for a much better ball 3.
Question, Jim. All the
He actually missed his skill shot there.
All the games are set in German. It's all in language in German. But everyone speaks English here.
Yep. And?
It's just,
Which country are we in?
doesn't matter if everyone's speaking English.
It was actually a conversation I was having with Toby last night, and it was actually me that said, we are in Germany. We've got a call out here. You won't be able to hear it, but if I press that button, it says, Germany is victorious from the type from Markus.
So you've definitely gone native then?
Well, I wouldn't say completely native because I don't speak German. I understand something. I understand enough German to get you milk
Yes, thank you very much.
with your black tea.
It's passable, shall we say. Ooh, that's nasty. It's a nasty drop from there.
But he gets control again. That was a nice bit of patience shown there.
And it's done it again. Would you go for it again?
No, I would. I
exactly.
would forehand it. Yeah, just take the shot.
Make the shot hand.
I honestly do not understand why people choose rock and roll train in a tie-break situation, because this again will be Pingolf scoring. So
I know some people are playing at Debbie Rock.
so we should actually. So the Pingolf scores are shown on the screen, aren't they? So 50 million for a 1-3. Okay, so starts as multi-ball. And so this is where this will put a jinx on him now. But this is where Andy really excels his multi-ball play.
only just started to travel into the Europe in the last couple of years, but he's always been one of the UK's most consistent players.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to see him travelling as well. I mean, he's as you say, he's now a regular attender in Holland, Belgium.
He's going to anything called Warper Points.
Yep.
He's qualified for the IPA finals in Florida this year.
Is he going?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's right. He's going. I've seen his trying to raise money for the
we've
tickets.
Actually got UK sponsorship for him this year. Him and Craig Bullen.
Yeah. And wasn't Craig supposed to be here this year?
Yes, but he's got a quite young son, and his son was ill. So rather than leave his son, he's actually put pinball on the back burner and decided to do some family time instead.
Okay, can't fault him for that.
No. I've left my tea over there because I know you're not supposed to have drinks in here, Jim.
No. Well, it's because of the computer equipment.
Exactly.
So. Are we playing this? Is this tie break on Pingolf scoring, or is it just high score?
It's Pingolf scoring. So they've still got to reach the goals.
Okay, so
even if you beat someone, if they reach the goal as well, you have
yeah, so it could finish up being a tie break then on quite easily. Dina can't shut doors, Shinna book.
Going in the barn, love.
Just push the door to. Okay. I'm going to put an automatic closer on it.
It's called Stan.
Stan the automatic door closer. Yeah. Okay, so Andy getting into a bit of a flow now, which is good to see. So he's gone past the 7 point. So he's just about to get to a 5, going over 30 million.
Have you played this ACDC, Jim?
Yeah, a number of times. I've not played it this weekend, to be fair, but I've played it in many tournaments down here. It's a machine I find is always difficult to play.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't do what you expect it to. So.
Yes, and then pop bumpers for an eternity. It seems. Ooh, that's going to fly.
That was a real fly shot. Yeah.
Oh, lovely save. Let's go.
Oh, and it must be close to tour here because that's a lot of loops this played. So 33 million and climbing. He's got his cannon lit for a song jackpot. Right, okay, thanks. Is that what we're going to be following?
Same cable.
Same cable, okay.
All through.
Amazing.
And while we're talking, Andy's joined.
Ah, okay. So, sorry. Too busy looking at a piece of paper that Dina's just passed me, giving me information on the next round. So this is Laslo. So we finish up on 38. So it takes a 5 for that.
Doing a very poor impression of Mickey Mouse. With his headphones on the side of his head rather than over his ear holes.
Yep. So that's his jam multi-ball started. And what song would you pick here? You're a Hell's Bells person, are you?
I am, especially on the old code, and our ACDC down the club runs old codes.
Yeah.
I still got, as I say, when the software's not quite right on the new code, and that there's bits to be decided, it still needs finishing. I mean, the Canon inserts are still not, they don't do anything, so we could do a little update on it, I do believe.
I'm sure Stern will be taking that into account.
Like never. I think Lyman did say he was going to do some more on it, but I think he's very busy at the moment.
Okay, on other machines.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your view on heavy rock band themed pinball machines?
The difficulty I have with them from a streaming point of view is that the copyright comes in on the songs. So this tie break, I will have to do a fair bit of editing to make sure that you can't hear the ACDC songs.
How about Disco Maiden that we've got down the club?
I think you might be okay with that.
Yeah.
But Iron Maiden's another one. That's so you have to keep the volume down on that. Beatles, of course, that's an obvious one. But okay, so Laslo now has album lit.
Is the trap up? Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, but that's nice control. Okay, so there goes his album multi-ball. So, and he's still on Whole Lot of Rose Indie. So,
Mr. Bell again.
yeah. It is quite intelligently shooting album shots.
Fumble down.
Okay, so 24 million. It must be getting close to a song jackpot as well, I would think.
What are they playing for? Just a buy here or?
No, they're playing for the position in the semi-finals.
Are there any buys in the semi-finals?
No.
Just position then, so it really doesn't. So they're all still in.
No. There's two of them. There's only two of them going through. One of them is out.
Oh, so it is important.
It is important. Yeah.
Yeah, Laslo was in my group going round today, so.
Yeah. So okay, so he's not done enough yet. He really needs to get, I would say, song jackpot as being his next. That's gone. Oh, it hasn't. Okay, so he's got a chance of song jackpot here, 10 million. Actually, nicely done. So he's very close to the 50 million now. What?
He's stopping because at least he's gone past one person, so he knows.
Sorry, yes.
And he's got the
yeah,
50 million as well.
And
So.
he's got the 50 million too. Okay.
So it's all up to Dirk. He's got 2 multi-balls ready to go. And he's changed his song to Hell's Bells by the looks.
Yeah, and Dirk is pretty much a Hell's Bells person.
Good shot.
So there he goes. So this,
Straight onto the belt.
yeah, straight onto the bell, get the playfield multiplier, and
And to enable all the shots.
the,
Really, if he's got a VIP pass, he should hit it now.
Yeah.
Just to enable his shots, otherwise he will not get a continuation on his multi-ball. Looks like he's enabled, looks like he's done there. The shots are now enabled. Oof. The throws are so quick in there.
they are now the light line. Is that the end of multi-ball? Wow.
Should have smacked them. If he had VIP pass, he should have hit on them.
I think that's gone.
That's it gone. Andy gives his machine a shove.
I think he was actually trying a death save there. That's, he got double bonus.
You're not allowed that.
So 25, so he takes a 6. But anyway, that's pretty immaterial, because what happens now is we come back to the desk, where you can see this wonderfully good looking Stan the Man. And then in the background, while nobody's looking, I'll be organising the next game. On the computer, seeing as Dina is busy doing lots of other more important things. So we have Markus Stix, and we have Peter Andersen.
Our mate Nick.
So Nick Marshall.
Yeah.
Nick Marshall is through.
Yeah, he travelled over with me from England.
Nick Marshall, and the last one is Gabriel from Spain. Right, so we should be just about ready to go there. So
on Creech.
let me just see whether the pinball is anywhere near ready yet. So we've just lost the score cam. That'll be with you in
Well done to Laslo there.
So Creature from the Black Lagoon is the first machine. Second machine is Jurassic.
Which one?
I would imagine Pro, but we'll see. And the final one is Royal Rumble.
That'll be me then. I've got to go, Jim.
Okay, no problem. All right. So good luck when you get through to the classic final later. Stan's qualified, he believes, for the final 32 of the classics. So congratulations, well done there. Thank you for your help again, and see you later. Right, I'm just going to nip out and straighten up that score camera slightly. Just give me a second.
Laslo Horn, Gabriel, Ortiz. Group B, Bart, Volman, Pinball und Fulda.
Right, okay, so a little bit better on the score there with it's actually Jurassic Park Data East, not Jurassic Park Stern for the second game. Okay, so I actually don't know if you can hear me speaking. Sound is good, thanks Fispingo. So, can you hear commentary sound? Okay, so this is Nick Marshall from the UK. Gets a double Varnum. So Nick, I've known Nick in pinball many years. Nick is also was the best man at my daughter's wedding. Thanks, Bingo. It's always nice. You know, when something isn't working, you're sort of madly looking around to try and find out which wire has fallen out. So, Creature of the Black Lagoon, absolutely great machine, and one that I think everybody knows how to play. The strategy here to get score will almost certainly be move your car. Move your car you achieve by shooting up the centre shot. So let me get some whiteboards. So that shot that you've just seen Gabriel shoot there, and that's gone. Wow. So okay, nothing much so far. The Pingolf score, as you can see on the screen, is 50 million. And there's Peter Andersen, 1 year older. It was his birthday yesterday, and he of course won the warm-up tournament as a birthday treat, which is rather nice. Okay, but that's not a good start. Okay, so we have now a 2-ball game. And don't forget, this is Pinball scoring, so if they all finish up on less than 20 million, then they will all take 7 points with them through to the next round. So that was almost a very, very nice nudge from Markus Stix. But he does complete the rollovers at the top, which lights the letter L in the word film. So he's now shooting the left orbit shot, and that will to complete F in film. Another shot, move your car. Two more of those shots starts the move your car mode, and the move your car is worth enough points easily to get to the Pingolf target score. So one more, if you can play a catch on there. Okay, so move your car starts. This is an 8 million hurry up. You have to shoot that shot again within the 8 million time it takes to get 8 million. So counts down to 6.8 million, and if he shoots that shot again it will double. So 13 million, and shoot again for 24 million or thereabouts, 20 million. Okay. I should get one more chance at that shot. Oh, and unfortunately drains. So he's not quite, I don't think, made the 50 million. Oh, he has, okay. So he achieves that on ball 2. So Markus Stix takes a 2. Okay, so everything to play for here. And again, Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall has a memory for pinball rules almost second to none. He has that kind of mind that just remembers everything about every machine. So if you ever need to know anything about any pinball machine, just ask this chap, Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall was also the person I bought my very, very first pinball machine from, which was in the 500. Nick will not be happy with that, so he's only on 20 million at this stage. This is Gabriel, or Gabriel, I'll call him Gabriel, I think. Oh, we've got young Leo Marshall on. Oh, hi Leo. Nice to see you on the stream here. Okay, so a bit of panic scoring, panic flipping, I mean. So. And unfortunately a fumble. I've been on some pinball tournaments with Gabriel in Madrid, where he tends to be the host, looking after everybody and making sure that they get very, very well fed and very, very well watered. And when he came into the building, this weekend, he brought me and Dina this. That's the hamon. Which is pretty awesome. Pinball's a great set of people. Am I going to Pinburg? Unfortunately not, no. No, Pinburg, it's something I think I will have to do at some point. I'd like it to be coupled around something else. I actually work in the coal mining industry and do work in Pittsburgh. So I've never actually managed to be there when there's been a pinball tournament on, but I've been to a number of pinball venues around Pittsburgh, and some really, really great ones as well. Pittsburgh itself would be a really, really great experience. Okay, so victory plunge for Markus Stix, because he's already completed the task of getting to 50 million. So let me bring Arno Noble in, just hang on a second. Sorry, I saw you sitting there. I thought it's a bit of a waste, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so I know you'll be watching it out there on the stream. This is Arno. We were playing together in this qualification session. Do you want to move a little bit more? I'll put that microphone on as well, so that will pick up your voice and pick up mine.
We had a whole day of Pingolf together.
Absolutely, it's been very
nice.
I've enjoyed it. The really nice thing about this format is that you explain things to each other, so it's like a very friendly
cool.
format. Yeah.
So Jim, it says 4-1 scoring there on the screen, but isn't it actually Pingolf scoring?
It is in fact Pingolf scoring, so thank you for that. we try to get as much wrong as possible. It's basically so that people can pick it up. So
just to see if
see if anybody is awake. I mean, there's nobody on the chat that's picked that up. Yeah? Okay. So. Okay,
so the target is 50 million, right?
And he's just completed it. So that move your car gets into 50 million. Absolutely, yeah. So you see, he got 48 million from Move Your Car itself. So we've actually got the player order wrong, because it's Peter Andersen is player 4 and Gabriel is player 3. You missed that, see?
Sorry?
These two players were the wrong way
around. I missed that, yeah. I haven't been here long enough to see that one.
So, I'm wrong. This is, Gabriel, sorry, Gabriel.
Okay.
Gabriel is player 3, yeah. Okay, so still a way to go. He's got 3 more shots to get to Move Your Car, and there isn't really another strategy you can play here to get these few points. Because you wouldn't play multi-ball. It wouldn't be.
I suppose you could do your snake bar hurry up, but it doesn't get you there.
20 million, it still wouldn't get you there. So unfortunately, Gabriel takes 7. Nick Marshall took a 3. Takes a 7. And
it would at least prevent you from getting a 7 if you just got something on the board.
But this Peter's really in jail here, because he's had 2 house balls, and therefore has scored nothing.
But it's a tough format, right? Because only the best person advances to the next round. So just playing for not getting a 7 isn't going to get you there.
That's right. No, into the top 2. The top 2 go through.
Really? I thought just a top player.
We'll find out. I need to find a spreadsheet actually, which will give them that information. Just one through, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right.
Just one through, yeah. Yeah, I missed his move your car shot and
So,
lost the ball on that.
so he takes 7 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to start multi-ball, first of all, you have to put the ball into this little hole here. T-Rex then comes down and eats it.
Yeah, well, at first you have to get all the not drop targets, all the stand-up targets. For the first multi-ball, you see you have those banks of stand-up targets. For the first one, you have to hit each bank just one time.
Okay, so what? Just one target or one?
Just one target for the first multi-ball.
Okay.
And there's one over there, and I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you should see them doing first. You've got this very strange skill shot where you're shooting at dinosaurs.
Basically, you have to wait until the dino stops because that's the only time you can get it for sure.
Be sure where it
if
is.
you want to really get those 2 million points. But Markus got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what.
So let's see what strategy plays here. So I'll tell you what, I would expect them to be backhand into here.
Oh, actually, he used his smart missile to immediately light his multi-ball.
Oh right.
So
okay.
he doesn't want to get a lot of points in multi-ball, so he doesn't want to use his smart missile inside the
yes,
multi-ball.
okay,
he just
yeah.
wants to light it, and I think he's a good enough player that he gets to his 150 million inside the multi-ball without having to use a smart missile.
Okay, so that's clever thinking. Yeah.
Now he has to shoot the shot that you mentioned before, the dino shot, so the T-Rex eats the ball for his multi-ball start.
So he's trying to shoot in here, but it's actually easier to shoot up here first and then across with the flipper.
Yeah, I mean you can do, you can do it in on the left loop or on the boat shot on the very right.
So this is 3-ball multi-ball, and the first jackpot shot is the left ram. Yeah.
Don't call it multi-ball. Don't have the license to call it multi-ball. It's a tri-ball.
Okay, that's why it says tri-ball, because they never
they
got the
license.
license. Okay.
Okay, so 2 jackpots are lit. The side jackpot is worth more than the main one, but you only have to get one. Oh, you can restart it. You only have to get one of those 2 jackpots, which brings you into the next phase, which is the chaos phase, where you have to spell chaos, so shoot each of those chaos letters once.
That starts the 6-ball.
That starts the 6-ball, and that's where the real points are.
Yeah. But you're right, for a score of 150 million, he's got to do more than a jackpot, but he
has to get to his chaos phase.
Yeah.
Only jackpots aren't enough.
So, has he out to multi-ball?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
So now he's in jail a bit, because if he wants to start another multi-ball, he has to actually hit all of those drop targets. Not drop targets, his stand-up targets.
Okay, but now wouldn't he be better playing the modes?
Yeah, now he should play modes, definitely. So there are some of them that can be quite valuable, others are better to be timed out, but you can play them all at the same time, like Adam's Family, for instance. And you can light modes. You get the modes on this hole, on the A shot, and you can light modes either by getting the ball through the in lane, which lights the shot for a short amount of time, or through this top hole, which lights them indefinitely.
Okay. So climbing gradually, 80 million, and he's got a 25 million shot
those
there.
are good points if he's quick.
Okay, so
the Raptor 2-ball, it's a multi-ball, but it's not all that valuable. But I think it's going to play it, why not?
why not? Yep.
He has to hit the Raptor shot there, which is this kickback. Yeah, he just hit it.
Okay, so he's on now 120 million.
Almost there. Yeah, he can come out if he.
Yeah, I think he's
feeling start in our mode.
feeling pretty confident.
Ooh,
Is he going to get it on bonus?
I'm afraid not.
No, 131. So just short. So that's not going to be a hole in one. Right.
So Nick Marsh is from Great Britain. Do
Yes.
you know him?
Yeah, Nick Marshall was the guy that sold me my very first pinball machine.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
Which is Indy 500, which is
Yeah,
the one that's in
we've been talking
yeah,
about
yeah. So yeah, that's the guy. He's responsible for that really
Yeah,
low score I had on that machine earlier. Yeah. Oh, and
that's
Nick strained.
And as soon as the ball hits the outline switch, you can't use a smart missile anymore.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can't use it to start your multi-ball or any shenanigans.
Right.
Gabriel is up now. Oh, also uses a smart missile to light this try ball immediately.
Okay, so I've just posted in the Twitch chat a link to a Google sheet which is being used to track the progress of both semi-finals. So if you want to click on there, that will give you that information. I'll also try and get that into the stream at some point as we go through this stage of the tournament.
Okay, Gabriel wasn't able to start this multi-ball. Tri-ball, sorry.
Tri-ball because it's not got a license. Okay,
Let's-
so Peter will want a hole in one here in order to put himself back in contention.
I suppose that's what everybody wants, but he's the only one that can still get it.
That's true.
Also starting his,
Yeah.
or at least lighting his multi-ball by smart missile. And on a new Jurassic Park, that's actually why it's called, the Raptor multi-ball, why it's called Raptor Tri-Ball. It's a throwback.
It's still
to this
a
license issue.
throwback to this. Okay, interesting. Okay, so he has extra ball lit, which is really useful because extra balls are switched off.
So he wants to shoot this boat shot probably to get a feed into the. Oh, is he going for moves? No.
No,
Let's
okay.
start his multi-ball. Left loop would work too to feed his upper flipper, but I think the boat shot is an easier one because it comes down slower.
I agree. Yeah. So we can start another mode here if you wanted to.
Could have had that.
Oh, we could have had
On the
that.
left
Yeah,
flipper.
quite definitely. So interesting. So Markus will give it a minute. We've got a little minute
Yeah.
timer there.
Yeah, very much is thinking where to get. What does it need? 15 million?
Yeah. Yeah.
It can only be done by modes. I can't quite see which mode is lit, but we'll see if it gets in there.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Markus Stix ball 2.
He waited, but then he missed. This one's coming back.
Yeah. The next one won't. So what does he play? Well, 20 million.
20 million.
A mode is the obvious shot,
Yeah.
isn't it? Back on the A.
Yeah, that's what it's trying.
So there he
Oh,
goes.
and he should quickly shoot his
Shoot
gun
his gun.
for 10
Shoot
million.
gun, shoot gun. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, if you ever see a dinosaur on the screen,
Shoot it.
shoot it. That's what you should always do with any dinosaur you see, really.
Oh, no.
And it drains.
Oh.
So
Oh,
total score just makes it. So it just gets a 2. Okay. So put number 2 in there.
oh, missed the sketcher too.
So here goes Nick, who's also trying to backhand the mode.
Yeah, he
He's-
hasn't used his smart missile yet, so maybe he wants to light this multi-board. No,
And that's not coming
not
back.
light it at all.
So Well, the multi-ball is lit automatically on ball 3, of course, isn't it? You don't need, is that right? Oh no, you still have to have made at least one shot.
Yeah, I think it might not be.
Okay, so nails the mode shot.
And also, I think you can't, if the multi-ball is lit, I think you can't use the smart missile to start it. Because on some machines you can. Not this one, I think.
Okay, so that's multi-ball start. So, sorry, tri-ball.
Oh, tri-ball, sorry.
Tri-ball start. Yeah.
Okay, so first shoot one of the JackBots. He wants to get this out of the way quickly because he wants to get into the next phase. So it's actually better. I mean, the side JackBot is worth more, but it's better to just get the easy ramp JackBot to get to the next phase.
Yeah. It's looking dangerous.
Oh, that's out. Gets last second JackBot. That would have been a mistake, right? Because they wouldn't have got the restart.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Now. Just to restart.
Oh
and it's
dear.
over.
Oh, but it's already on 50 million in this. So, Gabriel takes 2.
Oh, no, we only have 50 million. That's not enough.
Ah, sorry, it's 150. Sorry, yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay, Peter is still on his multi-ball start, tri-ball start. Yes.
Okay, so there's the multi-ball. Tri-ball, and yeah, this final isn't going Peter's way so far, so he needs to start and do something. Nice clipper control there. So that's
his
the
JackBot,
round.
so now it's in the chaos phase. He wants to get all those 5 shots for 6-ball. Not multi-ball, I guess you would call it. What do we even call it? What's tri-ball only for 6-ball?
Sextuple.
Sextuple.
Sextuple ball. We'll see. I think it just
We'll
says
see,
chaos.
yeah.
I think it just says chaos multi-ball
Oh, yeah,
when it comes
probably.
up. So yeah. So you can see he's spelling the chaos letters. That's the O.
For the S, he probably going stage. Yeah,
Stage. Perfect stage. Yeah. Nice. So people who don't stage, this is the ability to hold, to drop this flippy. The C. Oh, that's the C. Was that the C? Okay, so
S left,
all
yeah.
he needs now is this S. Okay, so you manage to keep that flipper up but drop the other one down, which is a skill that pretty much only the top pinball players have.
It's weird because there are some top players that just can't do it, and there are others
They just do it.
not very good players.
Yeah,
that
they
can't
just do it
perfectly.
automatically. I know it's.
Let's go. Still has 2 balls. He really wants to get that S now. Will it jailbreak there? Oh no. Let's go.
So he's not going to achieve chaos, so therefore he needs to get 40 billion from somewhere else, which will be back to mode. So
Red to Rampage can be
Raptor
good.
Rampage can be a profitable mode. Yeah. So he's shooting the Raptor.
So there's this roving thing that tells you the birth of the Raptor shot right now. So he wants to get the Raptor shot at as much value as he can get. It hasn't hit it once yet. Shoot the dino! Yeah, shoot it! Okay, that's 10 million. 30 left.
So nice post trap again. It's gone. It's gone.
It's not enough.
So, wow. So we go to ball 3. Markus victory plunge.
So, is Nick still sitting on his smart whistle?
Yes, I believe so.
so.
Yeah, he's not used it, has he?
So do you think he's going to use it to start this multi-ball, or get it ready at least? Because it's ball 3 now, he has to do something.
He has to do something. If it was me, I would start the multi-ball and then use it for the JackBot.
So he still has to hit the stand-up targets. There's still 3 banks left to hit to get his multi-ball lit.
And that's gone. Oh, it's not. Okay, so he's going sort of playing 2 strategies at once, isn't he? He's playing a mode.
Yeah, this 30 million, so I'm going to get in there.
Play the smart
that's the
missile.
smart missile.
Yeah.
So now I can start it.
But okay. So let me just get rid of the.
Early again.
Okay, so there we go. So that's multi-ball start. All he needs to do now is to make it count.
Oh, he wants a side check, but no, he takes the easy one. But that was a bit of a mistake because now his balls are gone and he can't restart.
Yeah.
Shoot the timer at least. Come on. Oh, it's gonna escape. Oh, he got
I
it.
think he got his tail. He just
Yeah.
he just got the dinosaur's tail. So. Okay, so again he's in jail now, isn't he? Because he has to just keep chopping wood to get points.
It's gonna be tough to get there now. I mean, 60 million. Play the right notes and no.
Unfortunately not. So 90 is a 5. Yeah. So Gabriel needs 100 and he's already done his multi-ball, hasn't he?
I mean, you could get there by, like touring dimension, just starting all
Yeah,
the modes,
exactly,
not
yeah.
caring about actually playing them, just start them,
Just start them
to
and
get
get
to
them,
the, what's it called, system crash, something like that, the wizard mode for playing all the modes.
Yeah.
Not shooting the dino, letting it get away. Yeah, he's moding
So
out.
next mode, Mosquito, which is shooting the captive ball.
Which can be quite dangerous.
Yeah. But as you say, he doesn't need to play the modes, he just needs to keep advancing.
Well, it's a lot of modes, so just starting them all is chopping a lot of wood.
Yeah.
And actually, the ones that are available, we really want to play. So,
Yep.
like this.
So like Raptor 2 ball.
Oh yeah. I mean, not that valuable, but nice to have.
Yep.
That was Raptor 2 ball.
Yep. A very quick Raptor 2 ball.
Actually, right now we might want to start going for his standard targets from the board, because he has only one left, I think. Already got the other ones. There's one green one blinking on top there. Oh no!
Unfortunately, drain. So he's going to go. He's going to be on a 5 as well, I think. And Peter Andersen looking to take a 3. The best he can do. That's gone. Oh dear,
That's not enough.
that's not enough. What did he finish up on? 143, so he takes the 4. Okay, so let me bring him back to the desk. Here we go. So
they upped it a bit. I think last year the score was only 150 and you could almost get there by just shooting skill shots and a bit more.
Okay, so player order is Markus will be going first because he won the last game. Peter Andersen will be going second. And then Nick and Gabriel in whatever order, we're not sure which way around that will be.
It looks like none of those inserts are on all the time, so this is the one that's okay. Not the one with the broken insert. And there's also a lot of modes you could play, but I think there's only one that people usually go for, which is the Pandemonium, which is the one on the left. You know, every time you shoot one of those shots, one mode lights up down there.
Right, okay.
So now the last. Oh, it's good.
Okay, so I would guess that a lot of people have not seen Royal Rumble. It's not because it's not a very well-known machine.
No, it isn't, I guess.
And this little area up here is an upper play field where you knock down the targets, and you can also loop round the top. So it's not a game that's that well known. I'm not sure. This is basically Peter's collecting wrestlers to go in the ring.
Yeah, so he got one middle ramp. That's one wrestler for him. And now after he shot one middle ramp, the middle ramp mode is blinking,
mode lights,
and he
okay.
could start this mode by shooting one of those two left scoops, one immediately left of the middle ramp, and one at the very left.
Okay. But the normal thing is to just keep collecting wrestlers until you've got
just play multi-ball.
enough in the ring, and then collect multi-ball. Now, is there? Can you? I don't know if you know this level of detail on it. If you've got a mode going, now you're still collecting wrestlers for the ring, for the multi-ball.
During the mode?
Yeah, or does the mode freeze out the collection?
I think you can.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, I guess you should be able to just ignore the mode and go for your wrestlers. Might be different if it's a multi-ball mode, like Pandemonium is a multi-ball mode, might have other rules.
I just wonder if it's a disadvantage sometimes to start a mode.
Yeah, that's true.
There is a short ball saber. I don't think that will catch it. No.
It was a nice bump there, but it went down the outside anyway.
Yeah. So, Nick Marshall. We have him as player 3 at the moment. He's actually player 4. So let's put him in the right order. I wonder if Nick knows this machine. I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he at least knows the basics, like starting with one. Which is interesting. Sometimes for Pingolf, it can be valuable to know a machine in real detail.
Yeah,
because if you just need like 20 more millions, you have to know where to get them.
How to get them? Yeah, how to get them easily.
Yeah.
So just to remind the viewers, this is the semi-final of the Pingolf tournament that's been running here today in Fulda. Final will follow, of course, and there is another semi-final running concurrently and even at the same time. Okay, so good progress being made here. Two more wrestlers needed for multi-ball to be enabled.
I'm only seeing the one on the left, doesn't it? Another one?
Yep. So that's
in the middle, yeah.
in the middle, so now ready. So multi-ball lights exactly where Nick just shot it. Absolutely great.
On the fly.
So Royal Rumble, here we go, multi-ball. And a lot of points on that upper playfield in multi-ball. So
one of those 3 shots that you shot to start multi-ball will be lit for JackBot.
yeah.
Now it's the right one. because it never hurts to get bars on the upper playfield and just flail around up there.
Oh, okay.
But it's almost there.
It's almost there. So it needs 250, yeah?
So now a bit of machine knowledge might be better to know which mode would get in there.
And there is a multi-ball around there, of course. It's it's a bit like Rolling Stones. If you keep shooting that centre ramp.
Oh yeah, it's the Macho Man thing, right?
Yeah.
But there's lots of shots to go.
Yeah, but it's if you're a sort of player that can just keep hitting the same shot over and over,
It's a dangerous shot to miss though.
yeah. So gets completion there, which scores, I didn't see how much, 10 million.
Oh, that's
I think.
nice. That's okay in there.
So that's a hole in one for Nick Marshall.
There we go.
So, okay, is there? You said there's only one qualifies from here, yeah. So,
Yeah, only one advances.
thank you, Dean.
Okay, so what does you already put the score into it? So Nick Marshall has 9 right now.
Yeah.
Does this include the one of his hole in one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick includes the one, so
Okay. So Markus doesn't have to do it in this ball, but he has to get at least
a five, a four.
a 4.
Let's get at least a
Yeah,
four.
yeah.
So he has to
So
score
he's aiming for 200 million.
200 million, and that would see him through. Yeah, because if he got a 7, he would actually draw with Peter Andersen, but then Nick Marshall would go through. So you're right. His target here is 200 million.
150, but give him a tie at least.
Yeah.
But this doesn't change his strategy. It just needs one.
No, just go for multi-ball. Yeah.
Nice. 2 more on the left side. So, what does it do? Post transfer over?
Well, he's completed all 3 on the right-hand side,
Yeah,
hasn't he? So he needs 3 on the left. So this is the shot he's looking for up here.
Nice. Thinking a long time. Oh! What's that? Not you. Any pass that? Was a weird kind of master.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. Okay, so this is more what we would expect.
Yeah, nice.
That's,
That's in danger. Got an in.
okay, steady yourself, 1 shot. Because if he starts multi-ball, he should get to 200 million.
One shot to right it, and now 1 shot up there.
So can he start the multi-ball up there
Yeah,
as
you
well?
can start it if he got in the
Yeah,
upper
there we
left.
go, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, on the
yeah,
drops you can
yeah.
do it too, I guess. Yeah, nice. So his right shot is JackBot.
Okay, and he does another completion on the upper playfield. Well, he's... Okay, so JackBot on the right.
This is a bit late. There's
There he goes.
no, it's on a middle shot. Ooh, let's go. Quick JackBot now. Okay, but he has time. He needs 15 million.
Yep. Okay, that I think demonstrated a bit of rule knowledge there. Because the upper playfield is completely safe, of course.
It's safe, yeah, but I'm not sure if it's in any sort of mode that gets him anything.
Next,
I mean, he's doing
next loop,
something.
4 million.
Yeah,
Next loop 5 million.
I guess that's something you can always do. That's not a particular mode or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
That's
already
it.
at 150 million.
Got it.
No, he needs to get to 200 to get.
Oh,
to,
yeah. Now he's
to get-
tied. Now he's tied.
Now he's
He needs
tied.
50 more. That's right. Thanks. Okay, so he's collecting Macho Man letters, which we were talking about on the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah,
You
with
can do
middle
it, but
one, it's
apparently you
the-
can also do it up there.
This is obviously a much safer way of doing it. So
That's true.
okay, so how do you start
Macho
the multi-ball?
Madness. Nice.
There he goes. So Macho Madness started.
Okay, the drop score 15 million. And he got this. One more completion should do it.
Okay, this that's amazing. I've never seen that play. I would have no idea that you could have actually collected that
Yeah, that was
on
very
that
nice.
on that upper play field. So
Apparently Markus knows this
Yeah,
better than
yeah,
me at least.
nice. So I think he'd probably be there with bonus now. So needs to say he's already in an unassailable position. So
Yeah,
just
got
for
it.
completeness, going over the 250, which he's about to do.
Nice.
Okay, well played. So that was ball 2. Yeah.
It's ball 2, yeah. So he's at 6.
So it looks like, well, definitely Markus Stix going through. Peter Andersen will be disappointed not to be the one to get to the finals.
Yeah, he played out, but it's just for rank, I guess.
Yep. And I don't think 7th or 8th on this tournament is going to go on to Peter's
won't do anything
Peter's
for him.
card. No.
I'm actually not even sure if those people dropping out now get ranks depending on their scores. Maybe they're just tied when they dropped out at the same time.
Yeah, because we've got another semi-final going on at the same time, so therefore you can't actually grade people based on what score they got.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right. It'll be joint 7th or something. So. But anyway, well done, Markus.
Very nice.
Markus coming in with a victorious grin. That was almost an evil grin. No, it wasn't. Let's be fair.
That was close.
It's definitely a big smirk. You can see the size of that smirk on his face. Nice. So Peter had actually played his multi-ball, hadn't he, here? He's now got multi-ball ready again.
Yeah, if you start it a second time, it's a bit more difficult because you have to collect 3 wrestlers from the 3 different shots until
Right,
you
okay,
can
yeah.
select, get the second one from the same shot.
Yeah, so you can't just hit them in any order, you have to.
Yeah, you can't just loop the middle ramp, for instance. You have to get all of them first.
Okay, so let's go to JackBot. He's got centre JackBot lit, which he also collects.
But I guess even
Again.
if it doesn't need it, it's just a matter of pride to get to the target score, and he made it.
So he does it, so that gives him a 3. Yeah. So Gabriel actually doesn't need to play his ball. Oh no, he does. Sorry, yes, yeah. But Peter Andersen's not guaranteed. Yeah, so he's.
For position,
Yes, he is. Yeah, sorry. Gabriel can't take less than a 3, so therefore, even if he gets a 3, Peter's still in 3rd place in this game. So this ball is actually not needed. So only being played because they can.
Yeah.
And that starts a mode if you
Well,
want to make a mode.
Gabriel can either stay ahead of Peter or not, so for rank it would matter. If ranks matter.
No, because Gabriel's got to take another 3 points.
Yeah. That score is already in there for Peter.
Peter's score is already on and
You're right.
Gabriel isn't, so... So it starts another mode. So we're getting to see some modes now anyway.
Yeah, that's nice to see them. You don't see them very often. People usually don't intentionally go for them. And I suppose there's a sort of wizard mode for playing all the modes, but I've never actually seen it.
Okay, so we've got Toby, Tournament Director, trying to control, I don't know how many players we have here today, about 80 I think?
Yeah, probably.
About
Like
80.
that.
There will be 110 people here on Saturday for the ECS final itself. Nice save, I'm not sure he needed to do that one.
So, I guess he needs irritated. And that's it. So, Markus is the one continuing on to the final. Do we have results yet from the other groups, or are they still playing?
It'll be on the Google sheet, which I can bring up very soon. So once we've finished this game, which we do, so Gabriel takes the 3. Yeah. Oh, sorry, does he? No.
He's just.
So you're right. Peter actually took a 2, didn't take a 3.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's just plunging the boys at the second minutes. Peter had a 2, yeah.
Thank you very much for the correction, Kev Sultana. It's a good job we have intelligent people on our stream. So Gabriel making the plunge of shame.
Yeah.
Multiple plunges of shame. And would it be plunging?
So he's the only one left of his 4-player group, so it's a tri-plunge of shame, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Try plunge. I say on the basis that in German you would have en onto the end of the word to make it plural. Would it be plunging?
Plunging.
Plunging. So plunging of shame. Yeah. I just wonder why he's playing it, because he can't change the position. So it's like,
I suppose he's allowed to play. And
yeah.
Usually people like to play, so
That's
he's just gonna do it.
That's why we do it, isn't it? That's why we come here. We actually like playing pinball. It's not. What do you mean? I have to play another ball? Oh my god! Okay.
Alright, either the right shot or the left hand, there it is.
Okay, so now we're going to complete all the letters on Macho Man. I think I would.
Isn't it there? No, it needs 15 minutes.
Okay, and that goes. So that gives him a 4. So that's the end of that semi-final. Okay, some explanation of gameplay, I'm guessing, going on there with Peter. Dina lurking in the background, waiting to steal the rig off them to get it set up on the next machine.
You can have a outline save on the left, which is also lit through the burner back. So this can be an important
Can be
shot.
important shot, okay. Yep.
Thanks.
Right, okay, so
Just gonna
off
close
we
the
go.
door.
Okay, yeah. So Toby can't close doors. So this is Bart Volman. Dina pointed out an interesting thing with this final. There isn't a single German in it. We have two people from the Netherlands, Paul Jogma and Bart Volman, who we see now, and Andrew Foster from the UK, and Markus Stix from Austria.
And Bart goes for the left ramp, just as I said. So he actually didn't miss it before, so he started the mode without yet lighting his lock. So that's it, there's no ball save. That was it.
And he can't get a ball save through a skill shot or anything?
The ball save was just
it's
deactivated
okay,
because he
right.
played too long.
Yeah.
And no, there isn't a skill shot that gives you a ball save.
Right. Okay.
There's a skill shot up there, so you can hit the
lit target. Yeah.
Or you can just put the ball in there right away. So there's a skill shot.
Okay.
Not worth a lot and doesn't give you a ball save, so I'd rather know. I would just short punch if there's no ball save. So his lock is lit already.
Nice catch.
He can go for multi-bar. Misses.
Okay, so finds the ramp, feed over, up again. So is this a machine that sort of just wildly gives lots and lots of points?
I don't think so. No? You have to, like I said, with the combo rule, you have to actually handle your playfield multiplayer as well to get points quickly. I mean, there's, as you mentioned, the upside down thing that just starts randomly, gives you 30 million if you play it well.
Yeah.
But generally you have to know what you do to get.
You know, when you're playing Pingolf with a score of 100, 30 million is a big chunk of 30 million.
That's true, yeah.
So,
which is a hard decision because it's dangerous too.
But he starts his multi-ball.
Okay, now his blue shots are the JackBots, the red ones are still mode shots, I think. He's in the bullies mode, so the red shots are dead. The blue shots are the JackBots, and he needs 3 more to light his super JackBot on the very left.
Okay.
2 more. And yeah, those JackBots aren't worth that much, so it's actually super JackBot that he's going for.
Yep. And you see there, jackpot value 300,000, which is not a lot, but he realised the ball save, so that must have been an adder ball there.
Yeah, adder ball is, you can get through the mystery board, which is the shot immediately to the left of the drop targets, which can be lit by the lanes in the in-lanes and out-lanes. Okay, so he needs 1 more of those burn it back shots to light his left outlane save. He actually started this doubler and immediately, well, not immediately, if he'd done it immediately, it would have been 24 million. But it took some time, and so it was a 12 million super jackpot. And now it's back to the beginning, get 5 jackpots to light the super. 2 more. And it actually doesn't increase in value. The super jackpot is always just 6 million base times 0 multipliers.
Okay.
1 more jackpot. Nice, and now go for the ramp for the doubler. He knows what he's doing. Oh no, he collected this just for 6 million. Because he didn't hit the doubler before.
Nice control though, Andrew. Okay, so hopefully everybody's rooting for him back in good old Blighty.
His mystery board is lit, but I think he already collected his adder bar, so it would be something different. And his extra bar is lit, I think that would be points too. But I'm not sure actually what it would give him. Okay, that was his multi-bar.
Okay, so he's now on 50 million, halfway to the target value.
He already got his next lock lit for the next multi-bar, but he has to light each lock separately.
Okay, so is that a dirty pool?
Yeah, it's not really in the code, it's just a stuck ball, he has to wait out. It's actually in the valuable
in the upside down mode.
And he can't do anything with it because the ball is stuck. So he has to wait and hope it doesn't go through the middle. Yeah. So 3 more drop targets would open his demo dragon for a max of 15 million.
But he
That's
looks
probably not going to go for it.
going for second multi-ball.
It's locked. Oh, and actually,
And a bit of a fumble.
actually the lock post is deactivated on this machine, so the bar won't stay up there. It just go through.
So he finishes on 63 million. So this is Paul Jogma. Nice to see Paul back on the circuit again, and the reason you haven't seen him, he actually had an accident in America.
Oh, really?
After playing Pinburg, he won the Sunday tournament, what do they call it? Intergalactic. And walking back to the hotel from there, he tripped on the curb and banged his head quite badly, and he was unable to play pinball for. He was out for a couple of years.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
And so it's really nice to see him back in again. Everybody knows him, because obviously all the top players know each other. But he is such an extreme control player. Whether he will be on a machine like this, because it's a bit like attack from Mars, isn't it? It demands sort of a lot of free-flowing play.
I guess so, but I mean you can't control it. Okay, now here's his first mode. Now he lit this lock. Follow the compass is just hit the lit shot, then it lights another one, hit all of them for some pretty points, I guess.
So ramp, there we go. Ramp again.
One more. Nice.
And there we go, so straight into multi-ball.
Let's see how he handles this.
That's 1, 2.
It's mystery water slit for everyone. I think 2 more JackBots to do. Oh no, it's lit already, super. So he wants to ramp now for the double. Nice, and hit the super.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Oh, he got it as a combo.
And he got, so he got 24 million for that super jackpot. So he did exactly there what you said was the right way to play. And
Everybody out of the pool. Oh no, one there. Oh, he got his mystery at a bar.
Okay, so
Another
that's
double green, so that was it for now.
out of multi-ball, so he's on 43 million. I've got Pinball Medics.
So he's still in his follow the compass mode. He can't start any other mode. I mean, he could go for locks, but he's locked into this mode until the time runs out, or finish it, or the time ran out. So now all the 3 other shots are lit for modes now. He can start another mode on the same shot he already lit one at before getting all the
Right, okay.
4. So looks like he wants another mode, and then he might think about his locks for the next mode. But he's an upside down,
so
let's see if he gets
targets.
the draw. So if he just waits it out. Actually, inside the upside down mode, you can get progress towards other features, you just don't see them.
Okay.
So
right.
the lights won't light, but you can get progress, and he lost the bar there.
But he got 14 million on upside down, so that puts him on be over 50, plus bonus, so probably 60.
Bonus is interesting because it really pays off to play a good multi-ball on your first ball, because 20% of your multi-ball points go into bonus and they carry over
and
the
it
whole
carries
game.
forward. Oh wow, okay.
And 10% of your mode points go into bonus and carry over, but most don't give you that much generally.
So here we go, Markus Stix, Austria number 1?
Austria number 1,
Austria number 1. And has been for a while, hasn't he? He's a pretty awesome player. Yeah. No stranger to Fulda.
Well, he has been here once before, I think.
Is that it's only once?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of other German tournaments.
Not Ortiz.
Oh.
Should have read the posted on the backlist.
Okay.
Or did he hope for like free switch validation?
No validation of the playfield.
Yeah.
So, and I must admit that the ball save light hadn't started flashing. So.
Yeah, because there's no ball save.
Yeah. So. Anyway, just a pilot error. I have to put that down to experience and play hard on the next two balls. So Bart up ball 2 with only 1.3 million to bring forward on ball 1, chasing 100 million Pingolf score.
Okay, next lock is this.
So luck is
Does he
lit.
have one already for the next multiplayer? I don't think so.
He's not played a
it's the
multi.
first
He's not played a
one. Oh, he
multi.
hasn't?
No, he played 3 ramps, which lit the mode, but didn't get the
That's
multi.
right. So one more lock now.
So there we go. Multi-ball begins.
Getting his jackpots.
So how do you know when the super jackpot's lit?
How do you know? You know if this green lock shot lights up, because that means you can now double your super jackpot.
Ah, okay, right. Okay, so still on normal jackpots, not on super jackpots. So how many more does he know? He needs four more to land super jackpot. He said on the screen.
Yeah,
so
but he's
is
on
it?
the second one now, so he must have collected one super jackpot already. I didn't see at which value.
Me neither. So.
I was so preoccupied with the illustration that I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
And that's gone. So again gets the dirty pool, which isn't a dirty pool. So now, is he better going for another multi-ball, or is he better doing work with modes?
Well, going for modes. Oh, there's his upside down.
His upside down mode, if he can.
If he goes for modes, that would make sense if he thinks he can get all 4 of them.
He actually went through the
Yeah.
drop targets there. So this is not worth taking at 500,000. Normal
play, going through spots you one drop, but I think in upside down that's not the case.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going for his locks. I mean, it would be a valid strategy to go for total isolation, which means you would have to play all your 4 modes, which is doable if you time them out, but it's a really boring way to play the game.
Yep. Looks like what he might be doing though.
Okay, so there's this rare spark mode where he, I think, just has to find the right shot. Oh.
Okay, so 50 million at the end of that ball. Andrew Foster back up. Ball 2, yeah?
So do we know if those scores are correct? We know the 100 million is correct. But
Yes,
40 million?
Oh, that's the point. It looks a bit of a big drop, doesn't it? Okay. Normally it's 80%, so I'd expect it to be 80,
Yeah, probably.
80, 60, 40, 20. So maybe I've picked that from the wrong column on the...
Okay, so here's something we haven't seen before. He has his first demo dog mode lit on the mystery shot.
Ah, okay.
Which is a very nice thing to bring into multiball, because all the... that was an unfortunate drain. All the dangerous targets score, I think, a bit less than 1 million, but in multiball this can be nice.
Okay. So...
Another thing, people might go for, I mentioned the Demigorgon before, for 50 million, but you can do it a second time, and the second one is a multi-ball in itself.
Okay.
Which can be quite nice. But actually they're not running the most recent code version because they made it much easier to start it.
Right,
So
okay.
in this one, this is still the old one, you need for the first 2 dropped target bank completions, for the second one 3, and in the new code it's just 1 completion and 2 for the second one.
Okay, so
So,
super skill shots for 1 million. But it really is a nice free-flowing machine, isn't it? I can see why people compare it to Attack from Mars.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, the right loop doesn't loop anywhere. It just goes to the bumpers and goes back where it came from. So not all the shots are flowing and loopy. Or the shot immediately to the left of the drop targets, it's just a dead end.
Yeah.
It doesn't really loop either. But there are nice shots in there, of course.
So where have you learned this game, Arno? Is that do you have one in your pinball club?
No. As I said, I've never played one. I've just
read
watched the release
right.
video. I've read the rule sheet, and I just tried to follow gameplay and see what lights, what scores, what. I just like to do this, like get to know my machine.
I know you do. For those that don't know, Arno is also the founder of pinballvideos.com.
Founder, you make it sound like it's a company or something. It's just a little project of mine.
Just have to make things sound better than they are. You know, JDL Pinball is a worldwide international enterprise.
Oh, yeah, of course.
With shareholders and all that sort of things.
Oh, I lost his part, unfortunately.
Okay, so Markus, who I'm sure will not make the same mistake again with his lack of ball save, stepping up ball 2, and I've corrected the Pingolf scores, by the way, so
thanks.
So 780.
This makes more sense. But yeah, I mean, short branching is still the best thing to do. There's no ball save. And actually, this 3-switch validation thing should work, but I think he hit a validating switch before.
Yeah. Well, somebody earlier said that there's also a Congo type super skill, as in Iron Maiden Congo, as in
you mean the outlane?
Plunge into the outlane gives you a super skill as well.
It can be dangerous on Iron Maiden though, because if it's on tournament install,
absolutely,
they are deactivated.
Yeah.
But you can see that by which mode is lit initially.
Right.
If it's Fear of the Dark, then never do the outline skill shot.
Yeah, because the ball will just drain.
Yeah.
Which is always somewhat disappointing.
Yeah, of course. So he wants his multi-ball. Oh, he tried to backhand it. Actually, that works quite nicely.
Backhand is the way to get that shot, isn't it?
Okay.
Yep, little tip to bring it back again. Very nice. Toby's saying he's going to be naked in about 10 minutes. We're going to have to get control of Toby, you know.
Okay, there's his multi-bar.
Okay, so go for the ram, get the doubler.
I got this edit bar from the mystery and he collected 6 million, I think. Yeah. And this is a point where control really pays off, because it's a huge difference if you get the 6 million or 24 million jackpot.
Yeah.
A bit over.
Nice.
Last one, but yeah. 4 balls is too many anyway.
Yeah, that's
2
right.
balls,
Yeah.
you can play with
2 balls is
control.
fine.
Okay, getting there. 2 more JackBots. More, I think. Yeah, now his doubler is lit.
Okay, so
You know, he could just, if he has 2 bars on the left, he can just pop it into the super JackBot, but he doesn't want to do it because it would be just 6 minutes. He actually wants to do a grain separation. Very nice.
And then play the
now
round.
he would, yeah, very nice.
Back
And
down
hit it
the round.
quickly hit it. No, it's too late. It's not a combo anymore. That's a very good idea
Right,
to hit the
okay.
doubler from the left, from the backhand, because then you can immediately shoot from the right flipper the super JackBot.
okay, so grace period, looks like there is one.
That was it.
Oh, okay. So upside down mode starts.
It's just a 10-second affair, so a bit of a stress stream, call it a mode, I guess. Nice, he finishes it.
So 20 million, so it's worth having.
Yeah. If you're not afraid of the drop targets, it's pretty good points.
So now he needs to get another mode.
Get another
Show-
mode,
show
but
the left
really,
orbit or-
really wants to be in multi-bar. Getting another mode would mean he's going for total isolation, but he has to play 3 more modes for that.
Okay.
Okay. Operation Mirkwood is a ramp mode. Oh, he's actually playing it. Oh, I guess he wants to miss the left ramp to get his lock slit, so it makes sense that he's actually trying for the ramps.
Playing them very well as well.
Yeah, he's playing them too well. Oh, there's one lock hit.
Demonstrating why he's Austria's #1 player with shooting like that.
But that can be frustrating too if you just want the lock targets,
Absolutely,
but you shoot
yeah.
for the ramp and you don't miss.
Yeah.
He's getting some nice points out of that.
$4 million.
And that's the
That's the
mode.
mode,
So
that's the mode
actually
finished,
now he
yeah.
might think about going for total isolation. Just needs 2 more modes on the right. So the left-hand modes are the season 1 modes, the right-hand modes are the season 2 modes. He's just played season 1 yet.
Okay. Did you watch the?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But it's something I haven't watched.
Okay.
Whether I will now, there's a pinball theme to it. Maybe something to do with Netflix.
Yeah, you don't have to watch everything. Like, I think nobody ever has seen the Congo movie or the Shadow movie.
True. Yes. Fishtails movie. Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess the Congo and Shadow were actually movie licenses, but I
Yeah.
didn't even know those. Okay, on his burn it back shot. Sorry, the outlane save is lit, so if he hits the shot right to the right of the drop targets, he would light his wall save on the left outlane.
Okay.
Yeah, either that or his double play finish. Could be either right now.
Yep.
It alternates. Okay, coming back nicely. Yeah, there it is, and it was his ball save. So now
So he's got a ball save on the left out lane, so nice.
Oh, and his demo dog mode is lit, so he could go for that. Yeah, he's trying for it. I mean, it just lights a bunch of stand-up targets that are dangerous to shoot intentionally, but
Okay, so that starts it?
So that's his first demo dog mode.
Okay, time remaining 40 seconds.
Yeah, so he gets 750,000 points for maybe it gets more the more he hits. No, it stays the same for each miss, basically.
So for each stand up at the edge of the ramps and yeah.
Ah,
Nicely played, Marcus. Let's see what your bonus is.
well, it didn't play his multiplier very well, so it's it's nice
okay.
multiplier.
So that's him completed. So
the bonus multipliers you get also by the inlane and outlane switches. They
Okay.
alternate between giving you bonus X and giving you mystery award.
okay.
So nicely done, Markus.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, he might want to go for his remaining 2 modes too. Yeah, there's his first season 2 mode.
Hi Zana, nice to have you on the stream.
Getting in danger there.
He's in trouble. Yeah, he was just in trouble from the start there, wasn't he? That was.
That wanted out.
So yeah, we've 65 people currently watching this final of the Pingolf tournament. We've been playing hard pinball all day today, and there's still plenty more pinball to come. There's a classic final to be played after this. We will probably just wait and stream the final 4 of that if we can actually get a rig to the machines. Okay, so this is Kim from Electric Friends. He's the technician for this weekend, and the technician for most weekends. He volunteers his time to come down here from Lemgo, where he runs a pinball club called Electric Friends. And I am the only non-German member of Electric Friends. So I pay a membership fee. They run an open day. They're actually in trouble at the moment. They've got some problems with the council. But so we've got to get some things changed in the building and what have you. So it's going through a bit of restoration. Anyway, back to the game. This is Andrew Foster, ball 3. Player 1's already taken a 5, haven't they?
Yeah, if those scores are correct, there should be a 5. Yeah.
So Bart takes 5, and that's gone as well. So I think Andrew will also take a 5.
Yeah, 73 should be 5 too. So Paul Jogma, the last one, still up. He's already on a 4, but he could get a 3 now.
Yeah. So this stance of Paul Jogma is the Dutch pinball stance.
Oh yeah, they have a very peculiar stance.
So we've got Helen here as well this weekend. She adopts exactly the same stance.
Yeah.
And it's something they've all taught. They have like a Dutch pinball school of how to stand.
Oh, that's good.
That was
that's so interesting. I've seen a lot of players from the Netherlands putting their left foot.
So you'll see if the first player playing this is Markus, and what you'll see him doing is short plunging to the top of this gate so that the ball runs down, ideally on there, across to here, and then catch the ball on this flipper. That's the strategy. Yeah.
That's the usual way to do it. But also usually JackBot has a very strong coil. So it's very hard to.
I normally hit it. Hit it with the palm of my hand like that, so it just trickles over the edge of the gate. Absolutely great pinball machine. I think probably one of the. I like this the best of all the box. I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Markus has now qualified the playfield, unfortunately.
Oh, that's bounced from the center post.
It's not safe yet, though. Okay, it's all right.
Catch it and now take your.
Okay, so now he will want to shoot. Once these lights go vertical. Okay,
takes
so
the second one. Nice.
And so that opens the visor, and there are 2 holes here, 2 eyes. So we want to lock a ball in each eye. So that's ball 1. And if he locks the second one, then he starts a 2-ball multi-ball. The animation is great, isn't it, with the claw hand?
Yeah, it's very nice. Do you know from which year this is?
Ooh, JackBot. 90. I'm guessing. 94, 95, I would say. Okay, so you can normally just backhand straight in. Okay, not quite managed. But playing it cool. Yeah, there he goes. So that's second ball locked, multi-ball starts, and then you want to put the ball back into the two holes in the visor. There are other JackBot shots around the playfield. And you get multi-ball restart if you can lock the ball back in one of the holes.
Yeah, so if you lose one ball, don't immediately get a JackBot, just wait and get the restart.
Okay, so this gives you multi-ball restart. Now, if he had tried to get a Grace JackBot, then it would have given him 50 million, but he would not have been able to restart the multi-ball. So.
Oh, and now you can actually free switch it, right? Just do a short plunge, you can get a JackBot before the other one even gets out.
That's correct. So it's actually an advantage to not get the JackBots, but.
So
So he plays under the ramp.
You can even get another one before they.
Okay, there's
now
no.
He's out of multi-ball, but he gets to play on.
No, he's not. He's not qualified to play.
Oh, he hasn't qualified. Yeah,
no,
you're totally right.
So
it's
it's
very,
still,
very good strategy there.
He got that completely free. All of that play.
Very nice.
And he's still not qualified to play field, so he can still actually play for this JackBot if he wants to.
Okay, now he qualifies, so the other boys come out.
Okay.
It's tough how the hole throws it onto the center post.
Yeah, true.
So JackBot relight is in the saucer. Yeah.
So once you've scored a JackBot, then you have to shoot in this saucer to reset.
Okay, now after multiple you have to park the ball somewhere to make the visor go up again. Which you just did.
Yeah, that's right.
And
so
he's got
a multiple from the game saucer, which is.
But in tournament mode, this will be the same for everybody. So now everyone knows
the first mode is the multi-ball. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Which means that the other players probably won't want to do this before playing the second multi-ball. But the second one is still pretty easy to start.
Yeah.
It's the third one that's impossible to get to by normal means.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not going to play for that long. It's already almost halfway there.
Oh, of course, yes. Because we're on Pinball. Yeah, we're on Pinball scoring. So.
Okay.
So nice.
That's so tough. How the ball falls out of the holder. So now he actually wants. Okay. So his visor is lit for like 25 shots now.
Yeah.
So he's gonna want to go for casino run.
Casino run in the saucer. Also. Okay, so good start, but players at this level would actually expect to get this 1 billion points in one ball.
Yeah, I think it's a bit disappointed he didn't get that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Markus is one of the best pinball players I've ever seen. Just a month ago I watched him reach almost 3 billion on Monster Bash. That's impressive.
That's a good score.
That's not a bad score for Monster Bash. Wow.
Now he isn't grinning anymore, see?
He's got a noose round his neck and he's like hanging himself up from the ceiling. Like, oh my god, how did I not get a billion on
so
JackBot?
now we have confirmation that he's a bit disappointed.
Ah dear. So okay, so nice control from Paul, and he'll wait for the vertical lights.
Oh, he wants it to hit it from the right side? What did he do? Where did he transfer?
I have no idea what he was doing there.
Okay, now I got it on the right. No, not quite. Oh, and he He just hit it anyway, even though he didn't have any control.
That was very, very strange. Yeah? I did say Paul is one of the best control players I know.
You did say that, yeah?
And that was not a very good record of control play. Anyway. Okay, so here we go with...
Yeah, but sometimes players prefer to hit the shot from the right because they want to hit the leftmost shot from the right, because if they hit it to the left, it doesn't matter because it just goes into the game.
Okay, so locked his second ball, so multi-ball starts. You get a super jackpot if you manage to put the balls back into both eyes, and it scores a lot more if you put in left and then right, or is it right and then left? So.
Yeah, it scores in total your next 3 jackpots instead of just 1.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
means
is that what it works? Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works, and so the jackpots you get after that are worth more then, because you had already collected 3 of them.
Right, okay, yeah. So he needs to... Okay, so he's got game saucer.
So
He,
also
he knows it's multi-ball, so... yeah.
And actually, you were talking about super jackpot. You can put a ball in there and immediately run to the right, which gets you a super, and then you can do it the other way around.
Yes.
But if you start on the right, then you can't do it the other way around before
okay,
relighting.
yeah, okay. So you do it left, right, and then right, left.
left.
Yeah, okay. So lets the ball drain because it can.
Nice.
And this is where the top players just know these machines so well.
So do you know, does letting it drain reset his switch count? So does he have 3 more switches left now after draining? Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, we nearly got the second, yeah. Okay, and gets a drain, but manages a few jackpots on the way. That's dangerous. Okay, so Paul achieving round about the same score. Not much between them there.
Let's see what Bart
So Bart, the Volman. Shoot, the
You
ball.
don't even see him when he plunges on the player cam.
That's
So low.
right, it's so low, yeah. Yeah.
But I guess that's the touch stance.
That's right, yeah. They shouldn't be allowed to do it. It's not very stream friendly, is it?
Yeah.
So I am thinking of actually rotating that camera for future streams. It's another idea we're looking at.
I see. Oh, he didn't hit it. He went for the left one, but he couldn't open his visor. Okay, but so he needs 3 more shots to the visor to actually open it.
Yeah, and the not getting that initial shot is not a real. It's sort of disappointing because you would expect to do it, but it's not the end of the world.
It's not too bad for the first multiple.
And you do collect points, of course, while you're hitting the visor shots as well.
Yeah, actually, if you wait for the white
For
arrow,
the white arrow, and you get Kino awards, they call it? Kino awards, yeah.
Okay, nice control there. Backhand it. Yeah, nice.
Okay, so multi-ball start.
Let's see how this. Oh, he got it on the flipper. He didn't get it onto the center post.
Okay, so left first, and then
left,
right.
right.
Nice. Okay, so that's what we call the
now,
super jackpot.
Now go right left. Oh, he gets very friendly returns there.
It's not very friendly.
Okay, right left. Up. And for the
Nope.
other one over there.
So He can't be far off a billion with that number of JackBots.
I don't see the score right now, but it's not far off from there. Yeah, one more super would have done it.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. So 700 million.
But he can play multi-ball again, so that's nice.
Yep.
And JackBot values are carried over from multi-ball to multi-ball.
So it starts at 125, I think, is it? Or might even be higher, actually.
I think it's something like that. Yeah. 175 right now.
175,
So it's not far off.
okay, so what's the shot?
Yeah, just get some points from
Some points,
any social
or
thing.
ramp would do as well. That's what he was shooting for. He needs to be just a little bit careful. I mean, he should have it in bonus, and if he presses the extra ball button
Does the
during
status
the
report
bonus
actually
time.
tell him the bonus now? I think so.
No, I don't think so. Okay, so 25 million to go. Come on.
Yeah, just shoot into the saucer. And
The source is
take
the
it.
obvious shot.
Yeah.
I mean, that would give it him straight away, and then
Yes.
just collect.
And then cheat a bit. Yeah,
Cheat
nice.
a bit and then collect. Don't gamble. So 25 million. That's all he needs. Take it.
Okay.
Well
right
done.
on.
So that is a 1 for Bart. So that puts Bart currently on 6, which is a pretty strong position actually, because he's depends on Markus, of course. Markus is
Yeah, let's see what it
still the
is.
favourite at the moment.
Is it on the flipper? No, where does he take it? Does he take the leftmost? No. It's interesting, it's just player's preference where I want to take the shot. I
Yeah.
would go for the leftmost because if I hit it left, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, which he does, and that's what I do. The yellow, I think the yellow is the. Okay, so he gets a rejection there, which is unusual. So one ball locked, another one for multi-ball. Stuck ball? No.
Again.
Stuck ball again. A bit more stuck this time. I think we might be calling for Kim here. Oh no, there we go. Okay. Don't do it again. Oh, but he goes now too far. You
He
see.
overcorrected now.
You really don't want to go into the bumpers. That's the, and it's only because it starts the validation. So then you, if you lose the ball, and you don't get it back.
Oh, so what's this, a ball search or what was the right way around?
Yeah, that's strange.
So,
Yeah, was that ball search
Yeah.
while he was playing? That's a bit of an insult to the player, isn't it?
it is.
Come on, just find that.
Oh, ball search again. And now hit it. Nice.
Better, okay. Yeah, not phased by a ball search. That's good to know.
Yeah, in some games you can intentionally trigger a ball search to like lower a ramp that's valuable or something like that, which is forbidden by IFBA rules.
Yep.
Something like chokers or something.
Yeah. So he's going to go for multi-ball restart here. Why didn't he go for multi-ball restart? Oh, because he knows there's a multi-ball there. Oh, fine.
Yeah, but restart.
He lost the ball straight. He lost the ball straight
Yeah,
away
yeah.
before taking any JackBots. So I would have expected him to go back in the saucer
would have made sense.
rather than using this multi-ball. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Go for his super jackpot. Okay, now I must think about relighting because the right mostly on is actually pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Nicely played though. I mean, that's got all of the table JackBots. It's got under the ramp, which he takes there.
Oh, actually, if the right one would get him there, I'd just take it. And it would, so... Oh, but he didn't. Oh, did he relight the JackBots? Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so one for Andrew. So getting quite interesting.
Yeah. So there's a bit of pressure on Markus now to do it at least on the second slot.
Which he well, I'd say he should do. You know, I mean, Casino Run is the thing that you go for next, isn't it? You wouldn't go for the next multi-ball.
You wouldn't want to hit the thing 25 times.
So what you'll see Markus shooting for is this game saucer. In order to go through the modes here and then light Casino Run, which is a red indicator here.
Yeah, and after taking one of those modes, you have to relight it. But if you decide to double it, which he's going to do now,
so he gets a choice of either taking 28
but he's going
million
to
or double it.
because the under the ramp shot that he has to shoot now for doubling it is also automatically the relight. So he has to shoot this ramp shot anyway to relight it, so why not take it for double it points?
Yeah. It's not working for him at the moment though.
But it doesn't matter, he just wants Casino Run.
Yeah, but he now has to relight the sources.
Oh yeah, he has to hit it at some point, relight it, that's true. Okay.
So
shoot under the ramp now for relight. Oh, he has to shoot the actual ramp.
to shoot
Oh, yeah,
all the way
that
around,
makes
yeah,
it more
that's right.
difficult.
It's a bit out of control. So another shot for the ramp. Okay, so he achieves that. Needs to survive the bumpers, which he does. Okay, some other option is he just keep shooting ramps.
Could do that. Okay,
But that's next mode on the game saucer, which is a card game.
try for double.
Try for 40 million. Oh no, it's
he
take
took
it.
it. But why? He has to shoot the ramp now.
Maybe he thinks he would have it in bonus if he, because he's on time.
I
he's on
didn't look at
times,
the
he's
score,
on
yeah.
times 3
Yeah,
bonus.
absolutely
See, so
right, yeah.
maybe it was a quick mental calculation saying, okay, well, if I do drain, I think I've probably got it anyway. So yeah, that's 50 million. So that's okay. So Markus takes 2. So pressure now on Paul. He's going to be on a minimum of 6 points, so it could be tied. It could be a 3-way tie here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th place. I know there's one more game to go yet, but it makes it an interesting position going into game 3.
Absolutely.
Markus coming out taking photographs of the stream. Nice.
Yeah, because it's on a bit of a delay, so he can take a photo of himself.
That's right. Yeah, he can ask me, and I'll give him a video file. I mean, it's like or actually, can ask you because you do all my videos as well.
That's true. No, he could just go on Twitch and watch your bot.
Yeah. You can't,
So
you
many
can't-
possibilities.
But you can't download it, can you? I mean, I've said to people who get into the finals, I've said to them if they want a copy, I'll quite happily send it via Dropbox or Yandex Disk or something like that. So,
But you actually can, there are Twitch downloaders, which are just programs you can install on the computer, and
right,
you can,
okay, yeah,
as
so
long
you
as they're
can.
up there, you can download them.
So Paul's played his multi-ball out of the saucer, so therefore he's actually playing for Casino Run for real, and that's gone. Damn. Okay. People that don't know, there is an extra ball button just below the right hand side, which if you press it is like a cheat.
Do you happen to know if it suffices to press it one time? Because everybody I've ever seen do it presses it
at
all the
least
time.
64 times. Yeah, just in case. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
But do you know?
No, because nobody
knows,
ever
right?
presses it once. Well, how would anybody know? We know it works if you press it 64 times.
Yeah,
why
I know
would you,
that, so
why
just
would
do
you
that.
only press it once? Oh dear. Right, okay, so we're doing Plunge of Shame, aren't we, at the moment?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to be on the same cable. Same cable? Okay, thanks. The Plunge of Shame. I should have that as a jingle on here.
Oh, yeah.
Plunge of Shame. I've got some laughter, but I don't think that's a good thing to put on at this point, is there? Okay.
Okay. One more and then...
One more and then we're into it for real. Okay. So anybody that's wondering what's happening here, this is a Pingolf game, so the players only have to get to 1 billion points, and once they've achieved that, then they've finished their game. So that's why Paul is plunging the other balls. He's now on his own game at 831 million. So 170 million to get, with Casino Run not very far away.
So the last one you actually don't want to double because
You don't need to, so.
you don't need to.
Yeah. So he'll play this in the saucer. There you go, and that's the last of the game saucer modes. The red light flashing now is for Casino Run. Okay, so he will cheat that. No, he won't. He'll save. Actually, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
so
so,
just
it's
take
so
it that it's 1x value and go for a casino.
So shot into Casino Run, and that's in Volman Drive. So that's Paul on a 3. We don't need to see any more of that game.
I mean, you could mess up, but
If
it's not going to.
if it's possible to do Casino Run without scoring 150 million, then I'll quite willingly pack up all the streaming gear, take it home, and never stream again.
Special is sometimes worth 500 million, sometimes it's worth nothing. I think it depends on the setting.
Risk it. So you can't not risk it until you know you've got enough points there,
Yeah.
and now you have, so that's fine.
Nice.
So well done. So the forecast was correct. I put Paul a 3 and he scored a 3.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so we'll come back to the desk for just a
It
second.
would have been a big surprise if we hadn't been right.
Absolutely. I like certainties. So we're going to be going next on to The Walking Dead. And the player order will be, good question, could be anybody. This. 4. Okay, so we've had a guess at what the player order is going to be. It could be wrong, so we'll find that out very shortly.
So, Walking Dead Pingolf strategy. Guess it depends on the score. Do we know that?
We will do as soon as I bring the
Okay.
pinball side up. Okay, just while we're waiting for Pina to set up the next rig, which will be extremely quick, I know. We're here for the next 3 days after today. This is the first full day of the European Championship series weekend here at Fulda. But we've got a lot more pinball to come. Tomorrow is group match play, and that's another hard tournament. So, and then Saturday, of course, is the European Championship Series for real. So that's the major tournament of the weekend. So please join us. We'll be here from 10 o'clock on both. What day is it today? Thursday. So we'll be here from 10 o'clock on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday.
So that's 10 o'clock Central European time.
Central European time, yeah. Okay, so the target score is 50 million for The Walking Dead. So you can do that on CDC. You can do it on. You can do it on a mode with Prison. Or no, I mean you can't. You probably can't do it on Prison on its own.
No, you want to do something. But I mean, you can play a good barn that does it. You can.
So what you'll see the players doing is shooting for 3 drop targets, which are here, labelled food, first aid, and weapons. Okay.
I suppose it doesn't hurt to at least get your multiple shots going, just in case you mess up your modes.
Yeah.
Because it's entirely possible to start a mode and not hit anything in brain, and
it's actually a CDC mode at the moment, but he's missed the ramp a couple of times. CDC you can score 20 million on.
So how does CDC work? You shoot CDC a couple of times and then the other shots?
It just it's just the left ramp.
But it increases the value which you then collect on the other shots, right? Or is it just the left ramp?
I think it's just the left ramp over and over again. The other thing we see a lot of tournament players playing is hitting the well walker. I don't think you'll see that in Pingolf, but the well walker multi-ball is a lot easier to start than it used to be. And so therefore you see a lot of players whacking the hell out of the well walker during the ball save.
I guess Prison is a good shot to take in ball save too, right?
Yeah.
Like
and that's what Andrew's doing, is preparing Prison. There is a lot of value in that, because if you start another mode and you've got Prison running, then you're clearing the Prison yard at the same time.
And actually, that's a setting thing, but sometimes you can start modes during Prison multiple, sometimes you can't. And I think on this machine you can, so you actually can start your Prison multiple and then take a mode into it.
I agree.
Okay, trying to write this mode.
Nice. Okay, so that's mode lit. So what he'll show now is Barn. This is a standard shot. Just giving things a chance to settle. Oh, he's taking CDC. Okay. All right. I've been wrong before. Oh, and he drains. So
that's what I mean, right? You can start and not do anything on it.
Didn't get any bonus from that at all, so he has to go back to those 3 drop targets again in order to...
and he can't play that again, that mode is gone now.
That's right, yeah. But I must admit, I'm very surprised he didn't choose Barn, because Barn is a much kinder feed back and everything, so...
I mean, it comes back to the bumpers, which can be dangerous. I don't know if it's on that machine.
I know this machine, Andrew won't know this machine very well, but it does normally feed pretty well out of the bumpers. Bounce over from the left to the right flipper. Okay, so this is ball 1 for Markus Stix. Markus in favourite position in this final game of this final. There are too many finals in that sentence.
Yeah, he could actually win it right there if he gets no more than 2 strokes.
And there is, of course, another strategy here, and from Markus's point of view, he doesn't need to do all this on one ball.
Yeah.
He started barn, but he could actually just be playing for bloodbath. Yeah.
That's calm.
Because if he concentrated all his 3-ball effort on knocking the targets down in the right order, he would get to bloodbath. So, he really only needs to complete in last, but it still depends on the other players. But no, it actually doesn't now, does it?
If he does it on ball 2, then it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And all these things are stackable, right? So blood
Yeah,
you can take into pretty much everything.
Yeah. So what strategy is Paul going to use? Paul's in last position with 7 points, so he really could do with a 1.
Yeah. Okay, using his ball save time to get his mode going.
And you see how delicate this game is. You have to be so careful. So next problem is the magnet, because the magnet can throw straight down the centre when it releases.
Ooh, and it
like
did.
that.
Should have said that.
I know. I'm sorry. This machine doesn't do it all the time.
But it does when.
But it does when it really matters.
Yeah.
When it really matters. So. Yeah, that's just one of those things, and it is one of the dangers of playing prison, of course. I hate magnets. I think magnets should be completely removed from every pinball machine.
I think originally it was sort of a joke, like, hey, there's a magnet in there.
Yeah.
And then they actually started to put magnets in there.
It is, yeah. And now
Probably was a mistake in hindsight.
And now they have lots of magnets that move things all over the place, and you have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so nobody did much yet.
Nope.
3 of them wasted a mode. Oh, interesting.
If he waits for a ball search, it will actually. Okay.
So I guess the next mode for him would be barn.
Yes.
Can actually see the drop targets there, right? We have to guess.
It is a bit of guesswork. You can tell when things change.
Also, he needs 2 sets for the next mode. So actually, he's going to get this bloodbath ready with the next mode start, right? He just has to do 1 more completion for bloodbath then.
Yep, that's right. Which is a nice strategy to play.
Oh, so he has his mode lit and only 1 set of targets for bloodbath.
Okay, so barn.
Would you take bloodbath into that, or to just play barn?
Not for 20 million. Oh, damn.
That's...
For 20 million, I would just play the mode, because you can get 20 million on 1 mode. Is it 20 or 50? Oh, it's 50 million.
No, it's 50.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No, maybe you would then. Maybe you would take bloodbath, yeah.
And you can actually prolong the mode by shooting the drop targets, right? It gives you more time, I think.
Oh, is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, right.
But I'm not sure if the
Yeah.
drop target completion also starts bloodbath, if it gives you more time additionally, or I don't know.
Right, okay, yeah. I need to ask about that. That's, but it would be logical if it did. Yeah. Anybody on the chat know that?
Oh,
Getting
over and out. That's too bad.
Wow. So we're getting hello from Polaki. Any idea who Polaki is?
I can't actually read this right over there, it's too far away from me.
Drop target gives 10 seconds. Thanks, Fist Bingo. So yes, it does. So shooting the drop target just gives you another 10 seconds.
Even if it gives you bloodbath, it also gives you those 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? Nice.
Martin J, razor at 87. We've got my daughter Kate Rothwell Jackson watching us as well. So, hi Kate.
Okay, put a bit of a move on the machine, so
Yeah, just waiting a
Markus
little
is
while.
waiting
So.
a bit.
So Markus again is in a position here where he could finish the final.
You can
Yeah.
just take it right there.
It's in your hands, Markus. And we've got Toby you can see behind. This is Toby who is promised to streak
Oh,
through
he's a streaker,
naked.
yeah, right.
He's going to be streaking through here naked straight after this game. So if you don't want to see this, just make sure after the game finishes that you disconnect from the internet as quickly as possible.
So what do you do there? Go for CDC?
No, I think it's committed, isn't it?
Yes,
to
it's
go.
going for mode, right? It's going for the drop targets.
Yeah. So he's got mode lit now. So
Yeah.
so I will play CDC, I think, from here. Oh, he's playing Riot. Oh, okay. Now
So
Riot,
remind me, isn't the Riot shot also a playfit doubler?
Riot is a much more lucrative mode than
Yeah.
CDC because it's a lot harder to hit. I'm not sure if it's a playfield multiplayer. We'll find out. So second Riot shot gives him 3.8 million.
I mean, there's a 2x blinking that
Yeah.
oh, he lost the bar.
Oh, he lost the ball. That was unfortunate. So yes, it is. Thank you, Drain Morton. Drain Morton is
Oh yeah, I know him.
you know Drain Morton,
Yeah.
long hair,
Sure.
beard, pinball T-shirt.
Yeah, from Norway, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So right, 11 million. So this game is still not completely decided because the players can take up to a 7. So there isn't enough between them to actually call it yet.
Yeah, but as long as nobody gets it, Markus can just put it away by getting there.
Yeah.
If Paul gets it here, then I guess Markus has to do better than 4 strokes. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's right. It's sort of one of those not really worth calculating
Yeah.
things, isn't it? We'll find out when we
We'll
get
find
there.
out, yeah.
So Fish Bingo in this format, I will go for tunnel mode.
Interesting.
So as in,
I've never seen anybody play that, but I don't even know what it does.
no. So I think Paul's decided prison is the route to go.
Ah, at least like his shots, right?
Yeah. So he's nearly there. There we go. So prison multi-ball starts. If he can keep the multi-ball going, then he can finish the game here. But he needs to have a good multi-ball. He's not.
Why did they just start on with prison? That's nice.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So go for that, I'd say. Oh, he's going for bloodbath. That's what he needs. Going for
Another barn
and
shot.
bloodbath.
Oh, well, Walker.
How many does it need? He could resurrect his multi-bar there. That's too late, I guess.
Some good flicker skills being shown here by Paul. So with a 3-4 times inlane multiplier, you'll get 15 to 20 million in one shot.
Oh, with the tunnel mode, you mean? Or
That's
what are you
gone.
talking about?
That's gone. If you're in a mode and you've got the multipliers lit. So you
Yeah, sure.
can get up to 15, 20 million on one shot.
I mean, it depends on the mode, right?
So Paul, 20 million, so still some distance to go. So let's see what happens. At the moment, Bart is on a 7.
So he also has his bloodbath ready,
Yep.
but I guess he wants to stack it with something, right?
I wouldn't.
okay.
I'd just bring bloodbath in.
I see.
And he got 2
So
times.
how do you
to play
score in
for.
bloodbath? Is it-
All the shots.
Okay.
Yeah. So
He just took his multiplier, but didn't do anything with it. There's an extra
Okay.
point.
So Fispingo is clearly a Walking Dead expert. So thank you for your input. It's always nice. So that's Bloodbath started. And Bloodbath you can just keep adding balls by knocking down the drop targets over and over and over again. So very little chance of him not getting to 50 million from here.
Oh yeah, the drops are added balls, right?
Yeah.
That's nice. And yeah, you really have to pay attention to the inline multiplier, right? You don't want to waste that. That could be
Yeah,
very
that's right.
valuable.
Yeah, the multiplier. Oh, that was okay. I was only just saying it's almost impossible not to get.
So how many balls can you add from the drop targets in bloodbath?
At least 5.
Oh, really?
You know, I mean,
Okay.
it's a lot.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
just
nice,
you could
yeah.
just keep adding them and adding them. So, Bart, I think, will be somewhat disappointed there because having got to Bloodbath, he would have expected to finish that off.
So he's at a 5. If our scores are correct.
Okay, if our scores are correct, he's on a 5. So let's put 5 in there for him. So Bart's on 11. So Andrew Foster, still everything to play for here. So has he completed his drop target? It's not yet. There he goes. That's now completed. Nice, nice flipper control. So which one do you play? He's got Barn available. Post transfer, or play one of the more dangerous ones.
I think he's going for Bart.
I think he's going for Barn as well. Oh, he's not. He's
for
going for
Bloodbath,
Bloodbath. Okay. And Barn isn't still lit, so. let the
Well,
ball
every
go.
mode is lit, so he has to make sure in bloodbath to take the right one, right?
Yeah.
So it's just he doesn't want to flail around and take a mode that doesn't give him what he wants.
Yep.
Oh, almost started tunnel there.
So it starts
Right,
Riot.
okay. And he has double playfield running, so
And just add another ball.
now we're talking. Oof, that went out quickly.
But,
Was it triple drain?
They went out
Oh,
really
sorry.
quickly. Wow. There's the multi-kill start. So Bloodbath total 13 million. That's unbelievable. So he's still got some work to do here. He's got times 2 playfield. He wants to get something done.
Yeah. But times 2 doesn't blink anymore, so I think that's over.
Okay. Extra ball would be worth having, particularly if you get a playfield multiplier with it.
Yeah,
It's,
I think extra ball is 2.5
I think it's
million.
2.5 million, so it's not a game changer, but 2.5 million is 2.5 million. It's
That's true.
yeah, and he plays it. So yeah, 2.5 million. Fispigo knows everything about this game. It's like, oh dear. Thank you, very much appreciated. Right. So So what's the score? He gets a million for Woodbury from the plunge.
It's so close now.
Okay,
That should
so
be it, right?
that should be it, because he's not played prison yet. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well done.
Okay, so that's a 3.
That's a 3, yeah.
Okay, so Andrew Foster goes to 9.
Okay, so Paul Jogma takes at least a 3-2, so Markus wants to get better than 6 for a tie or a 5 to win it.
No, a 5 for a tie, so he needs a 4.
Or a 4 to win it.
So he
that's
needs to
right.
get 40 million. He needs to get more than 40
Needs to
million.
get 40 million, yeah.
Otherwise we're going to a tie break.
How much does he have right now? You know?
40 million, I think?
Tw-
11 million.
yes.
Oh wow.
Long
okay.
way to go.
So if he got a 7, he would drop down to a tie break for 3rd and 4th with Bart.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
there's a lot to lose on this bowl, isn't there? Wow. Okay, real tension. We like excitement. We're bringing you this live from Bulls and Balls in Fulda. And we've got a huge number of people out here in the bar watching the stream. We've got a computer just up there showing the stream. They unfortunately can't hear us talking. Some might say that's a big advantage. Not to us, of course. We would say it was a real disadvantage that they can't hear us talking. But it's really great. The nice thing about streaming now is that nobody crowds around the machine anymore. They all watch it on a computer because
that's true.
you
It's
see
very nice.
so much more of the game. And you also get expert commentary from nothing from me, but mainly from others, and from fist bingos. That really filling in the gaps. So.
Okay, so you crunch the bar. And what will you do?
He's got to play a mode. He has no
play a
choice.
mode, yeah.
He's got no choice to go from the mode. So he just needs to keep everything alive. He's been in this position many times. He's not
Yeah,
not
of
Austrian
course, yeah.
'1 player.
No, actually
because
he plays very well under
because he
pressure.
panics, yeah. So can't be on the drop targets. Yeah, nice catch.
Okay, one more completion for the move start.
And it's horrible, isn't it? It's on the wrong flipper again. It's like, I know it's not that much of a problem. Okay, so there's his mode start.
That was dangerous.
He,
He's playing the arena actually.
okay, and he took that with a doubler. Oh, and he's gone. Oh no!
It's not enough.
And it's not nowhere near enough.
That's a 6.
So a 6. Wow.
So Andrew won, right? It's over.
Andrew's
Because
won. Yeah. Paul
at least
has
3
to
points.
take a 3. So
That's
Andrew
good.
Foster is the winner of the Pingolf tournament of the European Championship Series final in
well done.
Fulda, Bulls and Balls. Paul will obviously be playing hard because he could take second place.
Yeah. Well, he could tie and play tiebreaker for second, right? He could tie with Markus.
Sorry, you could talk with me, and if yeah. So there's actually it's very likely to be a tiebreaker in this, isn't it?
Yeah, unless where is he right now? At 26, so he's at 6 points. He has to do something to tie.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a tiebreak for something. So don't go away, guys. There's likely to be another game of pinball after this one.
Okay, so he's in Bloodbath 2 and he has his most start lit.
So all he needs to do is choose a mode, CDC I would say, but who am I? Oh no, He's playing for the next other ball. Okay.
Took his CDC.
Okay, so his bicycle go running as well. So
So right now he's still at 5, I think. Oh no, he's over. Now he's in tie-break territory.
tie-break territory. That's another technical pinball term, one that I'm sure we'll use regularly. So he's still
Okay, got it.
Oh, so it's finished. Okay, so that's a 3 for Paul. And Paul Jogma.
Paul is player 1.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so if they're actually playing for score, then they are going to play multi-board.
Yep. So what's happening to Markus? Let's put it 2.
Yeah, I think that was a try for the lock shot, right? Got his first lock.
So Fishtail's Pingolf score is actually 50 million, but I'm sure they will be playing just score. This is not played Pingolf style, is it? This is just played. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you could do it with 2 masterfish, but not, if it's actually for score, you want to play multi-board because you want to have super jackpots.
I played this. When I played this, I played Monsterfish and video mode.
Yeah, for the Pingolf score, right?
Yeah, for the Pingolf score. But
Yeah, of course,
but you're right. If they're playing for high score, then.
I mean, video mode, if you happen to light it, but you wouldn't intentionally go for the captive board, right?
I actually do.
Oh, okay.
But I may be strange, but Fishtails is actually the second pinball machine I ever bought.
Oh, really? Nice.
I still have it at home. So Paul nails the Castles Club is now. That was great control on that.
Okay, that's safe.
Oh,
the up and over.
And the ball will still come out of the fishing reel.
Okay, and back to the beginning.
Going back to multi-ball again. So Fishtails is another great machine for pinball sound. That's done. Okay, and this is the problem with multi-ball strategy, is that you can finish up scoring nothing. If you don't hit the jackpots, then scores of 3 and 4 million on 2 multi-balls are not unusual.
Yeah, but players of this level expect their opponent to do well, so they must
Absolutely,
play
yeah.
multi-board.
Fist bingo, I agree with you. I would put some monster fish distance between me and Paul, just to put some points pressure on. But
at some point you might want to think about that, yeah. But on board 1, Markus is definitely not there yet.
Yeah. So catching the ball really well. Oops. So this is always dangerous when it comes down out of the pops. Potential for.
Nice. I mean, as you just saw, you get the incidental fish shots anyway, both shots. So at some point you have enough to just go for a monster fish.
Monster fish. Yeah. So he's got 2 balls locked, and the thing with Fishtails is that there isn't lock stealing as such, but there is a disadvantage if your opponent has locked balls into the reel, because they throw back out of the reel rather than giving you the plunge, the replunge.
Yeah, often it just comes to the left flipper and you can drop catch it, but it can be dangerous
Yep.
and throws it out.
So that's second multi-ball. Oh no, sorry, no, ball not.
There's a ball lock for a second multi-ball.
Okay, up two.
Yeah, so I just threw it out and it did a perfect drop catch on the left
Down,
flipper.
down.
I lost it.
So we're we're not seeing a huge scoring game here. See,
Okay, so now
this is
maybe
where a monster fish would be. You know, why didn't I get a monster fish? Yeah? So let's see if anybody goes for monster fishes. Because monster fish you get by shooting round the ramps, both directions.
Yeah, but he only needs one more lock, so he's going to take that.
He's going to take it. We know he's going to take it. He's not going to chicken out. And,
Yeah.
it's not
On
going
the
to.
third lock,
He's not going
at that time
to.
to
He's
chicken
not,
out.
he's not going to fish out. He's not going to fish out and take a monster fish. So, okay, so that's ball three locked. Multi-ball starts again. You've probably seen already. The first thing they have to do is shoot back into the casters club in order to light the jackpot. That ball should come back.
Okay, check what it is. There it is.
So there we go, 25 million for the first jackpot, and you then basically rinse and repeat and do the same again.
Nice drop catch. Nice control. Oh!
So second jackpot,
So after three jackpots,
So 30 million.
super jackpots with the rest, left 100 million in the top.
so if he does that for a third time, which I'm hoping we'll see, because it's always really nice to see some top players. Oh, he's already won, so
yeah.
they were playing Pingolf. So,
Okay, interesting.
But anyway, I'm going to explain it. If he had got the third jackpot, then this captive ball lights for 100 million per shot.
Yeah,
So,
that's nice.
Anyway,
So it's over. Okay.
congratulations to Markus. He
Markus
takes
takes
second place, and obviously well done to Paul. Well done to Andrew Foster for winning the tournament. Excellent final. Thank you very much for joining us. The classic final stages are still going on. No idea whether we're going to get a chance to stream those. It will be a few hours before we do. So. If we do, you'll see me come online. If we don't, then thank you for joining us all day and the people who've joined us this evening. I'll play you out with a bit of Rick Wakeman. Yeah. Rick Wakeman, of course, one of the greatest rock artists of all time, and therefore definitely qualifies to be part of the JDL Pinball stream. So, hope you enjoy that. Thank you very much. We'll see you, if we don't see you later on, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for the group match play qualifications. Thank you very much. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.